Hi, happy Tuesday. I still have my Christmas theme happening because I forgot I needed to change it until like 5 minutes before I was going live. But I figured not a big deal because I still have my Christmas trees up and some of my Christmas decorations anyway. So that's okay. We're just going to go with it. Hello, Miss Priscilla. How are you? Make sure my mic is close enough so I'm loud enough. I'm so happy to see you. I know you were busy at least the last Tuesday, and I think maybe the Tuesday before that. My hands are so dry, and I came home from work, and I've done dishes and cleaning and laundry and a million other things. So I was like, okay, I need some quick lotion on my hands, especially before I put them on camera to work on my one project. Hello, Miss Jessica. All right, so that's done. We'll move that. Oh, hello, Miss Beth. I'm so glad everybody's here. Everybody's coming in. Hi, Aunt Charlotte. I'm not sure why I put rings on my fingers. My fingers are so cold. Hi, Dara. That they're just wanting to come off anyway, but you know, it'll look cute when I switch so you guys could see my hands too. Oh my goodness. I got my little notebook. I am in a very good mood, but I am so tired. I don't know what it was this morning when my alarm went off. I was in that like just deep sleep where I like could not get my eyes to open and I could not get myself to wake up. And so I was just struggling. Don't know why, and hi, Miss Gina, finally got going, I made it to work on time and everything. It wasn't like I was running late. I just could not get myself out of bed. And then when I messaged, I left before my husband. Well, my husband was like just getting up and starting to get ready, so I didn't see him before I left. And so I texted him during the day, and just asked how his day was going and everything. And he said he was tired and everything. And apparently, for the second time in like the last, I don't know, I want to say like month-ish, maybe it was like 6 weeks, so maybe it was a little more. I apparently like yelled at somebody using a swear word in the middle of the night, like out of nowhere, just screamed out, like, stay the blank away from me, and startled the bejesus out of him. So he didn't sleep well. I have no memory of it. I have no memory of screaming or swearing. I have no memory of that, and I have no memory of even having like a bad dream or a nightmare. I know that when I woke up, I was like in the midst of like dreaming, and I could remember it was like kind of weird, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just have those like, what was happening? Like where was I and who were some of those people around me? And it was a little bizarre, but it wasn't scary. So I have no idea. I said, I don't know what's going on. He's like, maybe we need to stop watching detective shows right before bed because maybe it's not working for you. So I don't know. That might be part of it. So I did okay overall, once I was at work, partly because it's just pretty consistently busy. So there's not a whole lot of time to be tired necessarily, other than when I get those little moments of downtime. So I got through the day okay. Hopefully I will sleep without screaming in the middle of the night tonight so that I am not tired tomorrow, but we'll see. We started our second semester. Technically, we started it on Friday, but considering we had just come back on Thursday, there were quite a few students who, for just any number of reasons, just because they didn't feel like it, or even some kids, maybe not feeling great or rounding off from a quarantine or something, we really have had the majority of students show up like yesterday, or even a few that have shown up today that weren't even here yesterday. And the new semester is like starting all over, like a school year, at least for me, with what I teach. All of the classes I teach are all semester long classes. So I have a whole new schedule, different than I did last semester. I have additional classes that I didn't have last semester, or courses. And I have some students who I've either had previously for, just because they've taken child development and now they're taking like a parenting class, or I maybe had them in a culinary one class and now they're in a child development class, or I've had them in a child development class and they're in a culinary one class, or I've had them in any number of culinary one or a parenting or child development or something, and they're in consumer ed. So like there's a decent amount of overlap. So I do have a few students who I've had previously. Hi, Miss Robin, but I also have tons of students that I've never had before. And of course, they're not necessarily used to me or who they're in the class with or whatever. So it's a lot of teacher entertaining in the very beginning. It's going over expectations and trying to like just get them to settle in and get them to get comfortable. And so it's a lot of extra like being on is what I call it, compared to once they've settled in with you. Even if you're like teaching, it's different to be teaching than to be like entertaining. So it's been an exhausting couple of days, to say the least, but hopefully everybody will settle in soon. And then, it gets a little bit easier, just once you've kind of found that groove, with the kids. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, just to kind of give you that quick little like update. What do I want to talk about first? I did post today that I updated Patreon. So the only thing that's currently available on my Patreon is just the simple Pink Crafty Cottage membership level, which is $12 a month. And essentially what I'm doing, and it's been this is a really interesting, difficult thing to try and decide. When I started the Pink Crafty Cottage, I had a kind of a simple vision of just having a place to gather ladies. That of course I wanted to be like encouraging and supportive and, a safe place for everybody. And, I knew that I'd want to like host events because I love themes and be sharing my gifts of creativity. So that was kind of the easy way to go. And of course started out as free because, I don't even know what all I'm going to be offering. And then, charged for different things based on what all was involved. And then, hi, Miss Michelle. I was going to make it a membership because there's cost involved, there's time involved, there's other ladies that have things, and of course they charge for their time, and so you want to like kind of just have this good balance. And I put it off, and didn't end up doing it at the kickoff of 2021 like I originally planned. And I'm glad I didn't. I really am. I think it took a certain amount of pressure off. I think it let me play around with some things. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Miss Beth. Thank you. It let me, kind of play around with some different things and see what worked, see what didn't work. And so it worked out really, really well, in my opinion, to just leave it as no cost. And then, of course, I was like, okay, 2022 is going to be the year. I got to switch it to that. And then, did some more talking and thinking about that. And, my husband really agreed, like, having the entire community, like always a charge, not necessary. That, focus on anything that you'd be charging for would be those things that do take that more time, and the things that you offer. And really the two things essentially that I kind of offer, that take the more time and maybe are somewhat unique to this community is the Zooms, the time that we can all connect in that way. And then if I add on a component at some point with some sort of either happy mail or consistent like kit subscription or something like that, like there's a lot of possibilities on the one hand. And so I feel very comfortable with having the base community free. So ladies can all still join, see who else is in there, work together on certain projects, post, ask questions, see the events that'll be going on, and choose to maybe join an event or a workshop or something without necessarily spending money every single month if they are new to the community or they just don't necessarily have the funds to do it every month. Maybe they're not interested in Zooms, or at least not at this time. And so it still gives that opportunity. But it does allow for me to feel a little bit better about, okay, the Zooms are, a time commitment and there's a bit of an expense with it. And, of course, specific content or other lives or things like that. And then even hosting any like swaps or things like that. So there's some of those things that now are kind of a paid for perk. And I feel comfortable with that. And again, I know that there's room to grow. I almost was going to open up some additional levels right away and caught myself and was like, no, you've done some levels before you were truly ready, before you had it mapped out, like you just had like the ideas mapped out on paper and you didn't have the planning done and you were not successful at those. You did not deliver everything that you offered, and that's not a good way to do things. So I backed off on that and decided to just get this up and running. This is important. It's kind of a good time to just transition and then consider that in the future. Joy of Journaling boxes have just gone out, and that's going to be something that's kicking off, that we're going to be doing, and I just want to see how it goes, and that'll be in the free community. We've got the winter workshop that's going to kick off in the next couple of weeks, so that's already, there on my plate. As I'm also working on there's still some old things on my to-do list that I keep chipping away with little bit at a time, with getting some things out in the mail and just getting some things organized and situated, as well as planning for the July retreat and trying to sponsor other ladies that are hosting retreats by sending swag and things. So there's really a lot still like happening, and I'm just in the, we're just in the beginning of the new year, and I've got my word of the year, which is rhythm. And I want to really figure out some routines and some good organization and scheduling and my rhythm for everything. So there's time to add some of those additional levels once I see where I'm at, and also get a good feel of what ladies might be interested in. At any of those additional levels, whether it's, handmade merchandise, whether it's, some sort of kit, if the Joy of Journaling becomes something where we really want it to be like a subscription type of thing as we sail through different things, or I had one other thing I was going to suggest, and now it just went out of my head. Handmade, or merchandise, like, or if it's, if there's more of a desire for like merchandise every, however often, of like sweatshirts and, pouches and mugs and, different things like that. So there's lots of room for that. So that's where we're at. So thank you to anyone who has already signed up. I was going to kind of go and just take a peek, and did not get a chance to when I got home. Like I said, I just kind of, there's lots of things on the to-do list right now, which I'm sure many of you completely understand. I'm still taking down Christmas decorations, and then there's just, there's just kind of like the deep cleaning of things happening, like after you've gotten over the holidays and everything. And yeah, you guys know how it goes. Just busy with all of the things. So I will make the transition. You can sign up at any time. But I will go ahead and get the group all set up for members, and that'll switch as far as on the 16th, which is this Sunday, that then any Zooms and anything will be posted in that area. I debated waiting until February, and there again, I thought, it just is just easier, as I'm looking at scheduling and things, to just do it that way. So that is what's happening there. Speaking of the retreat in July, there are still some spots available. I was talking to yes, I'll still be using Twitch. That's a great question, Michelle. That's an excellent question. I will still be doing my Tuesday night lives on Twitch, and I will still be doing some Twitch lives at all different times, doing certain things that'll still be for free in the community. When I want to share something or show something, or not every single thing will be paid content. The membership is more for that the consistency of like at least 1 to 2, if not more, Zooms in the month. And I want to do some more swaps, because there's we've talked about some different ideas for that, and ladies enjoy doing that, and there's a great program that can really assist with that and make that really nice, as well as just some of like some other content that the design team and I have talked about that we want to be doing. So that will all be in the membership, but I will still do my Tuesday nights on Twitch, and I will still do other content on Twitch, and of course announce it in the free Mighty Networks, because there's still good things to do on Twitch, when I'm working on things, and sometimes it's just like, oh, I'm gonna work on this this weekend, and this would be kind of fun to do live and share with other people. So yes, I will still be using Twitch for those types of things. Great question. I was talking to Rebecca Hoot, because she is going to be teaching at the July retreat on Saturday, so really excited about that. I was messaging her because she also has a retreat coming up, and we really like to support each other with swag or door prizes and things like that. So I am excited about that. Going to be getting another retreat planning committee meeting on the schedule, because oh my goodness gracious, the amount of things that I want to work on and get all the details taken care of as I've been making my lists and setting up my new planner and everything. Lots of exciting things to do. So there are still some spots for that. So I am really hoping that those start to fill up, so that we are sold out. That would be really, really exciting. So tell your friends. If you haven't signed up, make sure that you sign up. I'd love to have you there. It should be a great time. We're going to work really hard to make sure that we get Miss Suze out here as well. It's on her agenda. It's on her plan to come out and be at that retreat, since she did not get to come out this summer like she had originally hoped. So that's the goal. We're hoping for that. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I really just needed to chit chat with you about, or if I'm going to start crafting pretty early this evening. I need to do a little bit more in my 52 weeks of me. I didn't quite finish my layout, which I guess I could switch and show you guys. I'm trying to think if I have more things to show you guys or not. I will grab my 52 weeks of me, and then I'm going to do I figured I would do my title page for my 10 on 10 scrapbooking. Just because I need to get that up and running too, because hopefully the plan is this weekend. I think Saturday. Suze and I want to do a live together and work on our 10 on 10 that was yesterday, just to kind of help keep ourselves accountable and share with you ladies what we're doing. So we're going to do that this weekend, and we were going to start with our title page, and then she had a project she needed to do for her one design team, and so she was like, oh, you know what, I'm going to do my title page, which is fine because she crafts much more quickly than I do. So kind of takes the pressure off that I don't have to do my title page live with her. Because she'd probably be done and I'd still be picking out like papers. So we can keep chatting. I'm going to switch my view, your view, I guess, rather. Da, 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 da. There we go. There we go. I had adjusted my camera a little bit. So I have more to do in my 52 weeks of me. You guys saw some of this. I don't know if you guys, I don't remember if you saw this finished or not. I was working on this. And then I have more journaling to do on here. And then I have my concept for over here. So I have this layout to finish, and I need to do my journaling on here, and then I'll be done with the first week's prompt, which I know we're now in the second week. So my goal is to get this done this weekend for sure. If not before then, I'd like to do it before then and get week 2 started. And I debated working on that tonight, but I also thought I would try something a little bit different, and especially if anybody is maybe debating doing the 10 on 10 and like maybe took pictures yesterday just in case. So I figured I would work on that this evening. I did I did create a topic for 52 Weeks of Me in the Mighty Networks group, so that we can keep all of the posts in one place just to make it a little bit easier. So feel free to share pictures of your 52 weeks of me, ask questions in there. We have a good place to connect in there for that as well. So if you're not familiar, let me tell you a little bit about the 10 on 10 scrapbooking. So essentially it's taking 10 photos on the 10th day of each month. And I very loosely did it in 2021. I took photos almost every month. I think I stopped. I don't think I did November. I know I didn't do December. I'd have to look back and see if I did October or not. Oh, thank you, Tara. Thank you. And I haven't documented them. Like, I took the photos and I haven't done anything with them. And so I wasn't really thinking about doing it this year at first. And then Suze mentioned that she really wanted to give it a go. And as we were talking about it, I thought, it is really fun. I do like the challenge of trying to take some different photos than I normally take, to kind of stretch the storytelling aspect. And I found it helped me to have a little bit of a theme or a focus, just to kind of be conscious of maybe some other photo opportunities those days. So I'm excited to give it a try again. And that's where I thought, it'd be something I might be working on Tuesday nights sometimes. Here or there, Suze and I are going to try to do some lives. And show you guys, us working on it, just to have some fun, spend some time together, hold ourselves more accountable. So I am doing it this year. I'm going to do it actually in a storyline album, which is Heidi Swap. And this is a 8.5 by 11, are the page protectors. I think the album technically is, the album is larger than that, but the page protectors, end up being an 8.5 by 11. Part of my reasoning is because I have them, I love them, and I haven't used them. Like, I've started 2 small projects in these and, haven't filled one up. And I thought it would be a really nice format to try for the 10 on 10. One of the big things that I'm really trying to do in 2022 is not only create and craft more often, really focus on the documenting projects that I like to do. So doing the 52 weeks of me, after I kind of get through, the beginning of the year is especially hard, kind of getting into routines and things, having the time off, and then being a teacher and kind of jumping back in with like extra to do at work, because it's the kickoff. Like, we closed out one semester, so there's tons of like finalized grading things to do, and then you're starting a new semester, and still taking down Christmas. That, like, I haven't done a lot of like brand new 2022 things. I got 52 weeks of me going. I want to get this going. I want to do my weekly documenting again. And I've gone back and forth about my memory planning. So long story short, so 52 weeks of me, going to do 10 on 10, want to do my weekly documenting, and I want to use the things that I have. I have tons and tons of 12 by 12 albums and tons of the page protectors and tons of Project Life cards, as well as, 12 by 12 collections. So for my weekly documenting, I'm still going to do 12 by 12 albums because I have them and I have the page protectors and I have stuff and I have stuff that I love that I just haven't used. And so it's really silly, in my opinion, to allow myself to then be like, well, you know what, 12 by 12 is a little bit big. I'll just get a different size. No, because the things I have I love, I just need to use them. And so similarly, I have a few of these albums. I think this is a great size for the 10 on 10. I went through a bunch of my supplies. I was kind of trying to decide, how to either make myself a kit or what I wanted to use. And so there again, I decided to use my Heidi Swap collections for my 10 on 10 because I have a few of her collections. It's her stuff is a little bit different sometimes. I've bought like paper pads and then different stickers and die cuts, and I don't necessarily have just full collections. I have a variety of her stuff, so it's a lot of things I can mix and match and do some different like colors based on the season, so like warmer colors right now for winter, not necessarily springy colors. So anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. So I thought, well, I'll do my title page for the project, which it's really cute that she has this, live in the moment, which I love her handwriting. So it might be really hard for me to cover that up on the one hand, but I really want to do a full page title that's for 10 on 10 for 2022. If you're not familiar with these, this is before she did the storyline chapters, where it's the more the insert books, and it has day of the week. My one light just went out. There we go. I was like, I had it plugged in. It's been acting really funny. It has day of the week, day, month, and year, and then it has who, what, where. And a part of her thought process with this was, again, to make it that much kind of quicker with scrapbooking, to be able to like get down those dates, get down those basic details, and then have some fun and decorate. Because, life has gotten busier for a lot of people and they move away from doing the scrapbooking at all because it's such a big undertaking. So this was kind of Heidi Swap's version of that. I may use these features sometimes and then just fill in on the 10 on 10, or I may completely use a full piece of paper and decorate it all out, depending on how I want to do it. So I'm going to take this out and use it as my template, and we're going to look at some Heidi Swap stuff, and we're going to make a title page for my 10 on 10. So I literally grabbed just about everything of my stuff, but I'm leaning towards, I think, some of the warmer color collections that I have than these bright ones. I'm thinking possibly of Emerson Lane because it's somewhat warm colors, as you can see. It also has some bright colors in there. Honey and Spice is kind of fall-ish. But also has some potential because it is really warm in some of the places too. But then this Hawthorn, I want to say this is what I was thinking, is maybe starting with Hawthorn because it's really warmer colors with the browns. Got some purple in there. And what I love is that I can do a lot of layering with all of her all of her papers. So I think I was really thinking hawthorn, just because it has such a deep, rich cow print. Anyone? It has such a deep, rich color palette to it. Is kind of what I was thinking on a quick glance when I was going through supplies, because this I feel like I could really use in the spring. Okay, so we're definitely going to set Emerson Lane aside and save that for the spring-ish. And I think I'm going to save this like for the fall. Because I may mix in some things that are not Heidi Swap, depending on, you know, some of the months where I might want to throw a little bit of the holiday in there. I'm thinking that my focus or my theme for February is going to be love. And so, of course, I may want to do, I know I did kind of like this camera print, though. I'm going to focus on love, like things I love, you know, that I see in my day. And it can be, you know, small loves, you know, like maybe even a Starbucks, all the way to, you know, obviously like my pets and my kids. And I think that's going to be my focus for February for fun. So I may want to do, you know, I may want to do a Valentine's Day-ish theme for fun, or at least do like reds and pinks. You know, so I may have to, you know, really look and try to pull those colors from things I have of Heidi Swaps, unless she comes out with a new collection, but I don't know that she comes out with Valentine's Day collections anymore. I know I had also liked these cameras, so I'm going to take out this camera page and see, and then I don't know, let me see, I just want to see where the die cuts are, or the cut aparts rather. I have a cuter camera though, if I decide to use a camera on the front page. Okay, so set that over to the side. Then I have to see what pages or paper or papers I want to use. I just have this vision in my head of really like tearing and layering and using lots of different patterns, because I have it and I can. And I think it'll be fun. So we're gonna play a little bit. I love this page, but I might save that there again. Like this would probably be really cool for February, you know, with the flowers and everything like that. So I think I'll save that for February, since I'm not sure exactly what other collections I might have that would work. So I think that saving the flowers might be really great. All right, so let's see what we've got so far. If you guys have questions, if you have comments, if you have thoughts, by all means, use that chat. That is what I am here for. I am here to have conversations with you guys as well as entertain you to the best of my ability. To the best of my ability. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of simple, not overthinking things. And I'm going to play around with the paper a little bit. I was thinking there was something I wanted to ask you guys too and get your opinion on, and now of course I can't remember. Oh, have you been seeing all the new collections that have been released? Well, not necessarily released, but being previewed. I know that Vicki Booten shared hers, like all the American Crafts ones, as well as Simple Stories. Lots and lots of collections are all being released, or at least previewed, as they'll be coming out. Just wondering if you have seen any. Thank you, Miss Michelle. Oh my gosh, you ladies are amazing. You are amazing. I seriously love you guys. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love when I make my mark and then I can't see where I put it. Have you seen any collections that you're really excited about or you really want to use? I personally haven't, but I also haven't looked super closely at them. But I was just curious. Or if you guys are trying to use your stash as well, like I am. It's kind of my big thing is really trying to, use my stash. Like I had pulled out some papers for, I thought for 10 on 10. I'd been like, oh, these might work. I've hung on to these. I mean, I thinned them down and got rid of, so I didn't have multiples of every page and didn't need the whole collection or whatever. And then the more I looked at them and I was like, they're just not exciting me and that's going to be a problem. The dates for the July. Okay. I've got to look, love. And I know that's terrible, but I have so many dates in my head right now. I was literally filling in my calendar at work, like my desk calendar, because I was like, okay, I've got 2 different things tomorrow and something else just at work. So I know I'll give the wrong ones if I don't actually have it right in front of me visually. July 14th through the 17th. Because every time I think you know it, then I get worried that I will mess up one of the dates. Tara, that's awesome. Using your stash. Yes. Yes to using the stash. Okay, so this should be, okay. So you are welcome. So what I did is I have the idea that I want to kind of use this as the base paper. And then have some fun with tearing some of the papers and layering, and then of course doing the title of 10 on 10 and getting 2020 on here somewhere. Right, Gina. I am busy on Tuesday nights. Don't you people know that by now? Oh, that's too funny. Don't you people know I've got stuff going on? All right, so I'm just going to try something. Yes, Aunt Charlotte, that absolutely counts. That absolutely counts. You are using your stash. What quilt are you making right now? And Gina, just start putting your phone on Do Not Disturb. Gina can't come to the phone right now. She's busy crafting with friends. Hi, Miss Janaea. How are you? Are those cute kids sleeping? So you have some time to hang out. I am working on the title page for my 10 on 10 scrapbooking. At least that's what I think I'm doing. I like this at the bottom here. I may just have to I know what I'll do. They are asleep. I am doing all right as well. Just tired, getting back into the swing of a brand new semester. And, as much as I love certain aspects of teaching, I also love being home full time. Part of me would absolutely love to be able to just really be at home and focus on keeping a clean and organized home and cooking more meals from home and spending more time, being able to like do some Bible study and reading and journaling and my crafting and hosting that much more Pink Crafty Cottage stuff and not have to go to work full time. But there are things about teaching I do really enjoy. So, let's see. Yeah, a special voicemail for Tuesday nights, right? I'm sorry. Gina's out of the office right now. Oh, okay. I can't wait to see your pictures, Aunt Charlotte. And that is so cool that like there's challenges in paper crafting and journaling and there's challenges in quilting. I think that's awesome. Hi, Sloan. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Tara. Well, Tara, it's not that I enjoy cooking or want to cook. It's the fact that I would definitely have that much more time, at least, to then make more meals at home and not end up being like, oh, geez, I don't know what to get. We're just going to get food out again. It's not that I would love or enjoy the cooking aspect, but I feel like if I had more, if I was home more, it would be less stressful because I could, I think, do a little bit more. That's all. It's not that I want to. Oh, my goodness gracious. So that's awesome that you're at your daughter's house tonight, hanging out with your daughter, seeing your grandbabies. All right, so what I'm thinking that I'm going to tear this. I have to remember, let's take a piece of practice. I always have to remember, like, which way is going to give you which tear effect. Okay. Because I like certain tear effects, but not all tear effects, if that makes any sense at all. Aunt Charlotte, your next kitchen is going to be equipped with... That's fantastic. I love it. It's going to be equipped with vending machines. That is perfect. I am right there with you. And I think I'm doing this the way I don't want it. Oh well. Here we go anyway because I've started. Oh, y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I'm going to try to do some like... Yeah, see, I don't like how that's... There we go. That's the way I want to be doing it. All right. Okay, that's okay because I'm going to cover some of that up. Okay, sorry. See, Janaea, you love cooking. That is awesome. But yes, when you've got kids, it is a little bit more tricky. Tara, I only have a kitchen because it came with the house. Yeah, again, like, that's the thing, Gina. It's like, even, it's not that I necessarily needed to be fancy. It's just the fact that, like, it would be home cooked. You know what I mean? So even if it's just doing some, like, crock pot things or Instapot things or, like some, even if it's, tacos or, like upscale a little bit, that it's not, like, so basic, but at the same time, it's just simple. Distressing. Yes, Janaea. Nothing like bringing in the mixed media, going the extra mile. I just envision, for whatever reason, doing lots of like layers with this Heidi Swap stuff, and I'm realizing that that's a little under the... There we go. Okay. So I want to do multiple multiple layers, but I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna try to have some fun with some of this, I guess, because that's just... I don't even know what I'm doing here, people. That's too tall. Which is fine. We can just cut some more off. This is easy. Make this happen. Maybe. We're just gonna cut and tear and trim and it's so funny when I was talking to Suze about us doing our 10 on 10 live, both of us together. And you know, it was like, you know, well, you know, you're way faster than I am at it, and, you know, how's that going to go and everything, and, but then she was talking about how she genuinely, like, maps things out before she does it live. You know, she's like, oh, no, I have so much of it, like, you know, determined and everything, otherwise it would take me a long time. It would still not take her as long as it takes me, however. And I was like, oh, yeah, that makes a lot more sense, and so I was like, okay, I'll have to do that. As you can see, I did not do that for this evening, but there's also not there's not as much pressure on this particular project as my 52 weeks of me. Even though I love the 52 weeks of me, I love it, love it, love it. I have so many goodies and so many cute things I want to use with it that it's overwhelming to make the decisions because there's too many options. Whereas this, I had a different kind of vision of just trying to use lots of the things, but I have excess for what it is. So like just to layer it up and just go for it. So hopefully this will take me less time. Oh yeah, I know, right? Declutter the kitchen. Okay, I might add that there. Otherwise, I wonder if that would look good if it was further over. A little bit. Kind of like it like that. We'll see. All right. So let's see what we've got. I don't think this had any. Oh, it did have the cut aparts, and I didn't really want any of them. Right. All right. So then we have some Heidi Swap goodies. And I'm just going to play around with it. The first place I had it, so over here, not in the middle. Yeah, okay. Okay, so this kind of goes if I want to get some definite like volume on here. Some height, some volume, some texture, some chunkiness, some whatever it is. Whatever that. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna like that pattern, but I figured I would check. Just in case. See, this is the fun about using my stash too, is some of these things I've had for I don't even know how long, And so it's just kind of nice to be like, you know what? I'm going to bust into stuff and I'm going to use it. And good or bad, some of it too, if I know I'm not going to, as I work with it a little bit, if I'm not going to use it, go ahead and get rid of it just so I can thin out. I like that this has the wood, but I don't really like the gray, even though there is gray. I guess I'll keep it out just in case, but I don't think I'm going to need it. All right, get rid of the wrappers. We've got some words. I don't think any of these would really work though. Cuteness, stay home, throwback, details, loving, our story, gather, together, darling, tribe, family, always. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. I have stickers. Whoops. Oh, I have two of the same. How fun is that? I have some stickers. We have some die cuts, and we have some words. Some of those might come in handy. Okay. Anything else? Not the right colors. Not the right size. Okay, so we've got some goodies. And then what I want to grab is my letters and numbers. My big ones. Because I want to do 10 on 10 as well as 2022. So let me see what letters we maybe have as a possibility. Oh, good night, Miss Beth. I'm so glad you could join us for a little bit. Sweet dreams. Thank you for joining the Patreon. I'm so excited. Okay, I could do 2022. Oh no, that is actually way too big. I was like, oh, I could do it big. That's a little too big. Be interesting to see if I have stickers that are going to work for this. But we're going to make some things work. Those are kind of nice because they have they're not as bright of a pink, but I do like that they have the black shadow. How are we doing? Okay. this may be a strong contender because the O's and the zeros are exactly the same, because I need quite a few since I need 10 on 10. Oh, and scrapbooking. And 2022. Okay, that might be a very strong contender because I may not have, some of the other options don't have enough letters. I wouldn't mind doing the numbers in a different color, but I don't know that I have anything that coordinates well enough. And these, my letters and things are in kind of an, well, not an awkward, but they're not really in something where I could easily show them to you. I'm realizing that with a lot of them, the issue is going to be not having numbers. So I think this is going to be the winner by default almost. For all of the numbers and letters that I have, okay. Okay, I was just making sure I have enough O's and zeros as it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put down these base layers, the papers, and then we're going to start building a little bit. And I was going to maybe say, oh, I'll do some distressing and inking and yeah, not feeling it. Not feeling it. We'll save that for another time. How many of you ladies are doing 10 on 10? Anybody doing 10 on 10 scrapbooking? Inquiring minds want to know. See, now if I was Sue's doing hers, which you guys hopefully saw her, she had a cutout from her Cricut that was the 2022, and she filled it in and everything. Oh, Gina. It's okay. You could start with February. Go for it. You could do every other month. Hi, Miss Katie. I didn't even know you were here. Sneaky, sneaky. I wasn't going to, and a part of me is like, oh my gosh, you already are not keeping up with things. But on the other hand, hi, Miss Ramona. It is only once a month. So I feel like, do the title page. Susan and I hopefully are going to do it this weekend live, and it's only 10 photos, and, oh, good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, Janae. I'm so glad you were able to join us. I was seeing you said good night, ladies, at the same time as I was trying to read. I don't remember what I was saying now. Oh, it is just once a month. So I do feel like I can keep up with it. I can keep up with it. And again, my word of the year is rhythm. I've got to get those routines in place. Got to find my rhythm. Okay, before I figure out where my letters want to go, I want to open up these die cuts and see what some possibilities might be. Because some of them I know really kind of go with travel for this collection. So before I figure out where the letters go, now that I at least found some letters that I can use, let's see what die cuts we have. And let's just dump them out and have some fun. Shall we? This is kind of funny. It says ha. I'm laughing because, again, it's like another project on my list, 10 on 10 scrapbooking. Ha! Good luck, Mandy. It's okay, Katie. Oh, you recognize the wood paper? It's from Heidi Swap. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. Okay, I probably need to go to bed. I was like, oh, this has 10 in it. How clever would that be? Wander of 10. And then I was like, wait, what? It says wander often. Maybe I should just call it a day, huh? All right, something like that has a possibility. That definitely has a possibility. Ooh, the hashtag. Awesome. Brave. That could be fun. No, I lied. Snap Happy I don't really want to use. Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe. One more memory for the road. No, we'll save that for travel stuff. I don't know that this would really show up on any of the stuff I have, but it's a maybe. Blah, blah, blah. Sounds about right. Let's just stay home. That sounds about right. Life's a wild ride. Yes, it is. Let's go on an adventure. Got distracted by organizing. What are you organizing, Miss Robin? Supplies? Crafty supplies? Okay, that has possibility. Okay, so just some of the really small pieces, honestly, which is fine. Absolutely fine. So I may try to bring in some vintage pieces as well, some tickets or things like that. I wouldn't mind double layering this, but I just don't know. I wish I could like cover up the gray, or at least a majority of the gray, which I guess I could if I put something just see if I have another paper I like that maybe, oh wait, I don't think I'll like it, but we can try it real quick. Yeah, no, never mind. Never mind. Oh, gotcha. Yes, I understand. Trying to use what you have. Completely understand that. 110%. Mm. I don't really know what I was hoping for other than that one might work. Oh, there you go. Yeah, switch those up. That's a great idea. It's 110% fantastic if you can use what you have. And I have looked at that cart a couple of different times and kept going, no, it's too shallow. You have too many things that you use for each project, because I kept thinking project, like full project in that cart, which maybe some can do that. And so that's why I end up using like full carts for a lot of like projects or holiday, themes. But especially because I now have multiple projects going on at the same time, or like when I am doing a live and maybe I work on something for that live, but I genuinely have to like, oh, good night, Miss Katie. I know you haven't been feeling good. I'm so sorry. Sweet dreams, hon. I realized, that like I had gotten, I will maybe have like a really good, I'll have enough stuff out, or I'll have papers chosen or cards chosen, different die cuts or different, where it's like just for that one layout. But I have to tidy it up. But it's like I don't necessarily want to just kind of pile it and try to put it into like the Rascog, because I don't have a place to do that, because everything's truly like in the little bins or it's in the whatever. And so that's why I finally, when I like happened to just walk by it and see it on sale and all of a sudden it clicked, I was like, you know what though? To be able, like, if I don't finish this, let's say since I'm like chit-chatting away, and I don't finish it, but I've already selected and have certain things laid out, it would be great to just be able to, pick, put little things on top of each other relatively, pick it up, set it in the tray. And if I don't touch it for 5 days, but in the meantime, I work on, other layouts, it's just there waiting for me. So I really realized I think it's really a worthwhile investment for me, for layouts as opposed to projects. I don't know if that makes sense. But that's kind of how I then decided it would work for me. Okay, I'm kind of thinking I might try adding this. What I want to take with the paper from there too, maybe? Or just plain? Just plain. Okay. I'm just going to cut out a little bit of this gray and see if I like it as kind of filler behind my raised up to work with the dimension. Yeah, so that's why I did it, because I realized it would probably help to save my desk a lot, to have that as an option instead of, and it would speed things up. It would speed both cleanup up, and also if I'm that, that much in the midst of something, and then when I go to bring it back out and it's like, okay, which pieces did I like? Or I'm dropping the pieces because I'm, so anyway. So that's why I decided to go for it. Because otherwise I hadn't planned on it. And it's not inexpensive. That was really kind of the best I'd ever seen it. Because sometimes even when like their carts are on sale, it doesn't include that cart. I have seen that it'll just be like their brand, depending. So I don't know that I like this. I just wanted to give it a try. I was thinking that I would maybe like having the Yeah, I couldn't beat the price. The fact that since it was on sale, then the dollar amount off worked, so it really brought it down. I felt much better about that. I know I definitely want to use at least one of these because I just want to get like that depth, but I don't know. I don't know that I want to use two of them. A, and B, I don't know if I want that backing or if I like it just like that. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Unfortunately, I was hoping I would find like a die cut that was kind of large enough that could not take up the whole square inside there, you know, but also give a good, but I don't know that I like the gray added in there. I feel like it's just kind of out of place. I don't know. It's not really working for me. And I don't know. I'm realizing like maybe I would like one of these tags in there and I just didn't give it enough of a chance. Like if I play around with it a little bit. Because then it doesn't fill up the whole thing. If I did like 10 on 10 scrapbooking and did 2022 down here, and of course used lots of bits and bobs and things. I'm actually thinking I maybe kind of like that. What do you guys think? Can you see it well enough? Do you like that tag in there? Is that kind of cute? It says one more memory for the road, which at first I was like, no, that really goes along with travel, but I'm thinking it's actually kind of fun, like 10 on 10 scrapbooking, you know, one more memory for the road. Yeah? Oh, yay. Okay. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. I think I do want it to cover that. And then hopefully you can't hear my daughter's music. She's taking a shower and she listens to her music really loud. Really loud. Okay. I think this should hold this just fine. This stuff is pretty strong. What are you ladies working on this evening? We know that Robin is organizing, which is fantastic. I feel like it's never ending, right? The organizing, and like you said, it's always something. Like, I feel like you organize, and then the next thing you know, it's like you start a new project, or like you finish with stuff, or then you're like, oh, you know, I think this stuff might work better here. So I was even doing that with 52 Weeks of Me. Like I have a cart set up, roughly, But then I was like, oh, maybe I should get another set of these 12 by 12 drawers that I have. And I don't know. Oh, Ramona, you got your first and second week done. That's awesome. Oh, you just finished up your creative daily journal. Gina, that sounds amazing. Lounging on the couch with your cat. That sounds fabulous. But yeah, you know what though? You got time. Journaling can come later. That can come later for sure. Oops. I accidentally moved my mouse and moved that. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes that is the easy part, right? Okay, so I have these couple of die cuts, but then I have to do my 10 on 10, and I have some stickers. So let's see. I think I should probably do the stickers. Oh my goodness gracious, I moved my mouse and now I gotta, okay. Oh, yeah, where is our mascot? That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure where he's hanging out. I should probably be like majorly mapping this all out, but I'm kind of just deciding I'm gonna go for it. Might regret that later, but it's all good. I think that's gonna work. Yes, he is. He's waiting to make a grand entrance, right? Good old... I probably should put that all the way over, because scrapbooking is a very long word. Yeah, probably waiting to make a very grand entrance. You are correct. It was funny last Tuesday, like all of the cats were like super, super needy Tuesday night, like before we were heading to bed, because like my husband's downstairs in his office right now because he's doing maintenance Tuesdays for his work, so he's back at work on the computer, and you know I do my Twitch, so I'm out here at the computer, and you know we're not hanging out on the couch like watching a show or anything. And so it was funny because they were just like seemed super extra needy, and I was, you know, it took a minute, and then I'm like they didn't have anybody to hang out with. Like they normally have us on the couch to hang out with. Because we usually each have one in our lap, and then, you know, like they'll be behind us on the couch. And so I was like, they didn't have any snuggle time. So that's why they're so like, they're so extra needy. Okay. Now, on the one hand, I normally, you know, wouldn't love that this goes all the way over into the flowers, but I'm okay. I'm okay with it because of, I feel like my letters go down a little bit. They do. Let's see if I can lift these up real quick. I'm okay with it overall, though, because I think it works okay with the layout. Okay. I'm going to do 2022 down here. Because it technically is a hashtag, like it really is a hashtag that she uses. I'm going to add my hashtag up there. And then, okay, let's do my 2022. I was going to do it down here, but I wonder if I should do it over in right over here. I'll just like gently sit a 2 there and a 2 down here. I think I like it over here. And then I'll do a cluster down there. Sorry, I didn't even give you ladies a chance to respond. Oh, sorry about that. I promise I love your opinions. I just decided that's what worked for me and went ahead and went for it. No response needed. Okay. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sugar X cookie. Wait, Sugar XO cookies. Thank you. Yeah, I think it looks more proportional, like in theory. But that was also before I realized like kind of how big this is. I think if it had, I didn't want to put 10 on 10 right together because I just felt like it was gonna end up getting tricky to read sometimes. Good night, Miss Michelle. So I liked spreading it out like that, so then I think that's balanced over there much better. Okay, so I know I have some stickers and I have these couple die cuts, but then I also was going to reach for like some vintage tickets for sure, to at least get a little something vintage in here. And I wanted to do the camera. There's a camera here. I think I definitely want to do the camera. Let's see what we got. Wow. It's just one sheet of stickers. Okay, so I like the camera. And I'm thinking I just like the camera down here. Do I want to build a cluster above it? I'm going to do the camera all by itself for now. I might do a very small cluster like up here. I'm thinking. Like a very tiny one. Maybe. Well, welcome. I am good. How are you? I'm just doing my title page for my 10 on 10 scrapbooking. I took my 10 photos yesterday, so then I'll work on that. Hopefully we're going to do that live this weekend, my friend Suze and I. Oh, thank you, Robin. I'm having fun. I'm going to see what tickets I have before I go any further. Let's see. Because I know I've got some tickets. And I love adding vintage. You guys know that about me. I love to add my vintage. So let's see what colors we have happening that would match from in here. Let's see what all we have. We've got some different ones. These are the same. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm having a lot of fun. Maybe. I was hoping there's a okay, that might work. Okay. I'm not necessarily going to use all of these. I just wanted to see what color options we have as far as like the pinks or pinkies, purples, grays, beige. Let's see. All right, so we've got that color, that color, that color, that color, color, and then these two. I'm going to rotate that one out, I think. I'm going to rotate that one out. I'm going to pull that one out. I kind of like the contrast of this, even though it doesn't totally match. Something about it, that's why it's still sitting there. But I feel like the gray would probably be great, and then one of these two. I think I'm going to rotate out this guy. I think I'm leaning towards these. One of these, anyway. Okay, I think. Oh, Ramona, I am using an 8.5 by 11. I couldn't see where I put it. It's a Heidi Swapp storyline. So the pages are 8.5 by 11. So that's what I'm using for this particular project. Oh, I know what else I might like to use. I think they're in here. Do I have some in here still? thinking maybe a, whatever those are called. Isn't that terrible? Can't even think of what it's called. But I was thinking one of these might be fun, but I don't know that I really have any colors that would actually look good. Or like have a good, never mind, I lied, I don't. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. I'm just going to play around now a little bit with some sort of possible cluster. Maybe. Oh, yay! You made a What'd you make it out of? Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, you made it out of scrapbook paper. Did you just like decide to make it for the fun of it? Or did you watch a tutorial? Oh, you watched a tutorial. That's cool. All right, see, now I'm getting like... No. Getting distracted, people. Not distracted. Does this one have a protect? Okay. I'm just playing around. Oh, I don't know that I watched either of those ladies. I'm gonna have to get with it. Sounds like I'm missing out. I'm not quite sure what's happening here, ladies. I don't know what I'm trying to use, what I'm trying to do, if I like this flower or not. I'm just kind of playing at the minute. playing around a little bit, trying to see where I can maybe add pieces. Okay, that might make a fun cluster of sorts. And this would maybe just make a cute cluster of sorts. I don't know if that heart really works there at all. I said that kind of softly. I just realized I was like talking to myself. So sorry if you were like, we can't hear you. I don't want to use too many tickets. I was just thinking it would be cute if I had something else like over here. But yeah, not a ticket. I'll have to maybe see what else I have small wise. Hi there. Okay, I'm gonna attach this over here. And then I am going to staple these for a visual effect. I think I like them like that. Well, maybe I should put these on with some foam tape. Decisions. Well, you two know each other. Oh, you thought it was digital scrapbooking. Yep, no paper for sure, but I could see that. I could see how it might look like that at first. Maybe I don't want foam tape. Do we want foam tape? I don't think so. Oh. Are you asking where I've been? Okay, I was going to say, I didn't think you were asking where I had been hiding because I'm here every Tuesday, I promise. I'm trying to think of what else I might need or want to add. Other elements or embellishments. What else I might need to look for, or if I'm almost done. Definitely want to add this, but I feel like I maybe want to add it with something else. Oh, Aunt Charlotte, that's cool that you've made some for your fat quarters. And oh, I hope your mom's okay. You said she's coming back from the hospital. I hope she's been okay. Thank you, Miss Alexa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love when you can be here as well. It is always nice to have you here. Just looking to see if there's anything I missed in my little... no. Definitely not. I just want to kind of layer the little Hexie that I have that I've now buried somewhere. There it is. But not really with any of these. Let's see if I have anything else that might. I did grab this even if I just wanted to turn it over, which isn't a bad option if I don't find something else. If she's okay with what you threw out. Whoopsie-daisy. Hopefully she will be okay with that. One can only hope. Oh, I forgot I had words too. I was gonna see if there was a good word strip. Let's see what we got. I have say cheese, which could be cute by the camera actually, or keeping it real would be kind of cute, but maybe say cheese. Oh, okay. So she had cancer removed and you haven't. Oh, well, I'm so glad you get to see her. Hopefully she is doing well after having that done. I'm glad that she'll be able to come home and be by you. Okay, I kind of like to say cheese just because and then maybe I will just keep it simple and do the other hexie like that. I'm just gonna do it. Instead of overthinking it and trying to find more supplies and things. Which way do I want this flower to go? I think like that. What do you guys think? What do you think? Maybe I can raise it up a little bit. Other than you can't see the whole thing, but oh gosh, you have to transport her back and forth every 2 days? Wow. That is a lot. I will really keep her and you in my prayers and my thoughts. How wonderful that you will be able to do that for her. Oh, thank you guys. It's so fun doing things live. Like being with you guys and putting things together. It definitely makes it more fun than just being by myself. I think I'll end up with like 2 pages every month, Ramona. Because it's 10 photos. So I'll do them fairly small. But just I think I'll do a 2-page layout. So this is my title page, but then I think I'll tend to do a 2-page layout. Partly again, just because I really do have a lot of stuff to use. And so if that allows me to use like, 2 pieces of paper and really kind of make a neat layout with large letters and things like that, probably 2 pages. Because sometimes you might want to do like 1 page really, like one photo large and then do all the other ones small, depending on what the theme is. So I think probably 2 pages. Priscilla, what don't you have patience for? For doing it live or just what I did tonight? Thank you, Miss Gina. I didn't take any photos of myself yesterday. Did I? Yeah, no. I took photos. So my kind of focus for yesterday was like um right now, like things I'm seeing right now, with it kind of being the start of a new year, but also it being like the season, being winter and back to school. Like there was for me, it kind of was um, a good focus. So like I took a picture of, like I changed everything into a new work bag for right now that's more wintry, because I was using one that had like flowers and everything else. I took a picture of my work bag. I took a picture of our driveway because it's a complete sheet of ice. So like that's what I'm seeing right now. Like that's my right now is, when I go outside. I took a photo of like my new planner and my empty January desk calendar, like because it's like everything was a fresh start. I took a photo of creating the post on my networks that was for 2022. And I took a photo of what we were having for dinner because it was pasta that was Christmas pasta because I forgot that I had bought it. And so we had Christmas pasta just Christmas shaped. And then like I took a photo of like my winter hat and my winter jacket, like because that's what I'm wearing every day. So like that kind of stuff. So I didn't take any selfies for the 10 on 10 because it's like some of it's more about what you can, but it's also more about like what you're seeing, if that makes sense. Oh, good night, Robin. Good luck with his scans tomorrow. I hope everything goes well. Good night, Miss Tara. Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping up because it's going to be time for bed. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be yourself, Priscilla. No. I don't know if they'd still be in their stories, but like Jendi Handcrafted is doing it, and it's Shannon. I never know how to say her last name. Dombreski, that is like runs it. Andrea Retro Hit Mama did hers yesterday, and they did it in their stories. So like you could see their photos, you could see what they're doing, or you can go to the hashtag as well and see. So you don't necessarily have to take. There's actually no rules. I mean, it's just 10 photos, kind of your day. So yeah, I don't typically, they're not of me. They're typically of things like that I'm seeing often. So maybe, hopefully that helps. Oh, I know, right? Forgetting to print the photos. And then, Alex, I'm not sure what you were asking as far as like asking about what size can be shipped. I don't know if you were asking me that about shipping, because I'm not sure what that's in regards to. You asked about shipping and that 12 by 12 don't ship in, very cheap. So I'm not sure what that was about. Sorry. And yes, I'm sorry that I will be getting off soon, but I have to work in the morning. So I can't stay up too late. This was really fun, though. This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I'm thinking, although I didn't set up my tray yet, I was going to say maybe I should try to pick out what papers I want to use for my photos for my 10 on 10 layout, but I think I'll save that. Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. So yes, I'm going to leave it there, ladies, because I'm going to have to clean up and then go get ready for my day tomorrow. So I better not start anything new. I'm really glad that you guys were here. Again, thank you for those that already have signed up for the Pink Crafty Cottage membership. It is up and running in my Patreon. We'll get back to doing Zooms and some exciting fun things in there. Yes, I am always on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm usually on for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And for 2022, I do a little bit of the chit chat just in the beginning and, talk about life or whatever events might be coming up. I talked a little bit tonight about the retreat I'm hosting in July. There's still some spots for that, so I was talking about that. And then I've started spending time crafting while I'm live because I think that's a lot of fun, not just me talking. So last week I worked on my 52 weeks of me, and tonight I worked on my title page for my 10 on 10. So yeah, I'm having fun because then I get to chat with you ladies. You get to see some crafting happening, and I get to get some crafting done. So it's kind of a win-win. Yes, Ramona. So I'm doing the membership through Patreon just because you can do paid things through Mighty Networks, but I found it got a little tricky last time when I had just one thing that was paid in there. And since I'm gonna maybe add some levels in the future for either like a Happy Mail level or maybe a subscription level or some of like a subscription kit, or I don't know. I have just some different thoughts or ideas, and I'm gonna wait for life to settle down a little bit and get some feedback. So I went ahead and did it on Patreon. So you can go to Patreon, you can sign up for the membership, and it's just $12 a month. And then that way that's where all of the Zoom links will be, is in the membership level. Additional like content, little classes, things like that from myself and the design team. If I'm hosting a swap, it'll be for ladies that are part of the membership. Just some incentives, and just those things that take extra time. So you can still stay in the Mighty Networks group. It's just that then all of that stuff is going to be in the membership. So, and that's open now. I updated that and got that all set today. So yeah, Alexa, I don't know if you're in the Mighty Networks group that I have. So my Mighty Networks group has always been free, and it's staying free. But I used to do a couple of Zooms a month, and I hosted a few swaps and did quite a bit of content and everything. And so I'm just shifting a little bit that the main membership or the main group is still free for ladies to connect, ask questions, encourage each other, post. Some things are still free in there, like there's a whole topic for 52 Weeks of Me, because several of us are doing it, so you can share photos and things. But then anything that's any of the Zooms like that, and the additional content from my design team and myself, like classes, workshops, being part of swaps, things like that, that's all in the membership level. That's just $12 a month, and I did it through my Patreon. So yes, that's what we were discussing. So yes, that's on Patreon. The retreat I talked about that's in July, there are still some spots for. That's on my website if you want to check that out. If you want to come and go glamping with us, that's going to be amazing. So yeah, so thank you guys for being here tonight. This was so much fun, and I'm so excited this is done, and I can post some photos, and then I can do my layout this weekend. I think Saturday, Suze and I are going to try to do it live together, work on our 10 on 10, so I will post and let you ladies know when we decide what time we're going to do that. And yeah, I think that's everything for now. You guys are literally the best. I love you guys. I will try to have my Christmas background hopefully down before next Tuesday, which hopefully my Christmas decorations will be down by next Tuesday as well. Got 3 trees to take down still and quite a bit of cutesy decor as you see behind me. So yeah, all right, ladies, thank you so much for being here. It was so awesome to see you guys. I will see you guys very, very soon. Have a great night. Bye.